So how do we use Nessus scan? Nessus scan. Okay. So we use Nessus scan Nessus essential, which is a free one, because the professional one costs about 2,390 per year. But we're going to use it works the same way, just that you cannot scan more than 16 IP addresses on a free one. The beyond 16, the IP address, they know you are using for commercial. They want you to pay for the license, but the report is the same. So this is how you do a scan using Nexus. Every organization uses Nexus. Almost every organization. I haven't worked in one that does not use Nexus. So it's the most popular of the scanners out there. Now, you do these steps. You register for a key. The process is here also in your no, in your vulnerability, that same vulnerability scan practice that I'm following. You have this vulnerability scan procedure here. Okay, so the first thing you do is to Nexus website. So you can register for a license key, the free one here. Okay, so you can get the free license email sent to your email. Just put your name here, first and last email address, and they will send it to your email. That's the Nessus Essential license. That link, this one, you can get it in the scan procedure here as well. This is your license activation key. This same place I went just now. Or if it doesn't work for you, can use this. This is a free license key. You can use this one as well. If it does not send it to your inbox quickly, so it will send to your inbox, and then it will take you to where you can download the Nexus. Um, you can. This is also it right here. Download. Just download. It right here. So, but I already sent it to you. So just use the one I sent to you. You can just double click the one I sent to you. I send you Nexus download. This guy, just double click it. Okay. But this is where it came from. For those of you that are using MacBook, I send you your own as well. Excuse me. But I send you this is Mac OS. Okay. So, but I send you but this is where they came from. It's in download page right there. And I send you the 64 bits one, which is what most of the computer should be using now. 64 bits. But if your computer is 32 bits, which will be very rare, you can download the 32 bits yourself. That's 64 bits I sent to you. You can get 32 bits yourself. 32 bits right there. How do you know your computer bit size? You just look at the properties. The same place you got your control panel that you got your system information here. Your control panel where you saw your Mac, your RAM and your processor is also where it is. It's just the number of bits your computer process at a time. Most of it should be 64 bits, system type 64 bits. So that's where it is. Now, so download it but just double click the one I sent to you and then install it will install. Just follow the prompt. It will step by step. It's kind of integrated now that even, by the time you're installing it, it will ask you for the next step and the next step. You just roll from one to another. Okay, and then update the plugins. It will ask you to create an account, to go and get the activation key, or you can just generate another one. You can get the activation key from your inbox that was emailed to you in step one there, or you can give you another one right away. Then create an account to log into Nexus when you want to do your scan, and normally, and then it will ask to update the plugins. The plugins are just signatures for detecting vulnerabilities. It might take 10 minutes, might take 15 minutes, depending on how fast your internet is. Um, just let it download. Those are the plugins. They are the signatures for vulnerabilities. And there are over 100,000 of those signatures or plugins. And then once it's done, you can log into Nexus. This is log into Nexus. You walk through HTTPS or port 8834. You also have it in this procedure here, right there. You have this procedure here. So probably scan procedure right there. Scan procedure. That's what I have open there. So you can then log into Nexus. And when you log into Nexus, it might give you security warning because Nexus is using self-sign certificate. Those one issued by themselves, not issued by GoDaddy or any of the commercial PKIs. So your computer does not recognize it. It's going to give you a warning. So you're going to say because the root certificate is not in your certificate store. So just ignore the warning and move forward. Do continue. Okay. So this is what I'm talking about. Don't search for it on your computer. After you've installed it, you have to log in through the browser like that. See that warning. It says go back, don't go back. We know why. We understand the reason. Just do advanced, continue. Even though it says unsafe, continue. And then log in. See, the reason why it's giving you that is because the certificate is not recognized by your computer. It's a self-signed certificate issued by Nexus itself. If they bought a commercial one from GoDaddy or VeriSign, it would not have warned you like that. But that's okay. We know why. So just go forward and then log in. Okay. So Kunle, this is my own user ID that I created for my Nexus, and then you log in. So you will not have anything on your own because you have not done any scan. Here are my scans that I've done here are my policies that I use. Scans, policy. Policy is the first thing you set up, and then you use the policy to do a scan. So set up the scan policy, and then enable some safe checks in there, and you see how that's done. We scan for default ports, so you can only scan for 4,790 ports instead of 65,000 possible ports out there. So a scan can be fast. And then once your scan launch your scan, put the IP address of your computer you want to scan. You already have your policy. Use your set up use your policy to do a scan, and then put the IP address for what you want to scan. Generate a report. It's all in your procedures here. So just log in, and settings, it has those tabs. So see, scans, policy. The first thing you do is set up the policy. Policy, new policy. Go to advanced scan, policy, and just give it a name. Normally, we use the name of the project. Maybe if you are using this for Bank of America, I'm going to call it BOA policy. BOA. Just to remember what we use it for. For instance, but I think I use training for you here. Training. Just call it training. And then you are the settings, and then you put the credentials, You have to provide credentials of the system you want to scan to Nexus so the Nexus can log in as you, administrator, and user ID and password. See, on the job, they will give you you want to scan a system, you have to request the credentials to that system. And they'll make sure the credentials have been added to the system as administrator. So you have something like this. So you have, they will give you, if you want to scan these computers, they will give you user ID and password that can log in as an administrator. This user ID has been added to the administrator group of those computers. So you just pull those, they'll give it to you. Username and password, they give that to you on the job. So that's what I'm talking about here. So you put username and password, but in your own case, I want to scan your computer, your laptop. So you put the username of your laptop. You see it every time you log into your laptop, but you may not remember. But if you open any command terminal, you see CMD. You see your username on that computer. See, mine is currently with lower cases. So you put it there. Then you put the password. The password I used to log into my computer. Okay, you put the password, whatever you used to log in. And then, so you are done with credentials, and you can have multiple credentials. You can click another one to have two. One up here, one at the bottom. You will use all of them to log in if you have multiple credentials. Now, then you select the plugins. Settings, credentials, plugins. Okay, and I say disable the plugins, all plugins. Only choose, you can use all of them, but only choose like 7, 8. This is credential I just showed you. The credential tab is still red, settings, credential, the plugins is the next one. So disable all and then choose these few ones. CD abuse, these are Windows related ones. And if your computer is MacBook, you need to choose MacBook ones as well. So this is alphabetical. This chooses one, chooses one. And if it's database you are scanning, you're going to choose this one as well. How we scan is the same. If you're scanning firewall, you'll choose that one. So, but this one I have to choose are general ones and Windows related ones. Windows, web app, Windows. Okay. So, if your computer is MacBook, you need to select this MacBook one. Otherwise, if you choose the wrong one, it won't do any damage to your computer. So show enabled. Okay. And if you pick the wrong one, you can always disable it. Okay. So these are the ones I want to choose. And that's what you have listed here. And you can just, so you already have plugins. And if you pick, you can, this is just it's a class of group of plugins. If I click the name here, you see them listed out here. These are the plugins in that class. If I disable some of them that I don't want, it will become mixed. See? So just save it. Click save. Now your settings is ready. Give it a name. Your credential is ready. Provide credentials. Your plugins is ready. do save. When you save it, you're going to see it in your policy folder right there. Maybe this one. Credentials are there, logins are there, settings. So, and then so it's in your policy there. Now use it to do your scan. Now go to your scan tab. This is the policies tab. Go to your scan tab, do new scan. And use that policy to do your scan. So new scan, you see this, you go to user defined folder for your policy and pick that one you created just now. You define it yourself because there are template one. I'm going to talk about this later on, but see, advanced user defined, and then you pick that one. Maybe it's this one. Now it's behind your scanner now. This is your scan. And now you just need to put the target you want to scan. That IP address they give you, put in the target box. But your computer, I'm going to ask I ask you to scan your laptop, so you go to do CMD. You go to do IP config to get your IP address of a laptop. IP config, configuration. So my laptop I'm using Wi-Fi. Go down the Wi-Fi section. This is my IP address. 192.1.224. I can copy this. Control C to copy it, and then put it there. Okay. If it's a multiple, then just put comma, another one, comma, another one. If it's a range, you can put dash and the range. So, excuse me. It is one, it's just one. So, all those are explained in here. Now, but then you see when we were doing settings concurrential plugin for your policy, see there's this compliance which you don't see. This is because they don't put it in the free one, but this is for if you are using a professional license, you're going to see that compliance for selecting your security benchmarks. Your digital six, everything is there. All you need to do is just select the one you want, or upload the one art file, upload the one you have downloaded from database here. You can upload it, through the art file, or you can close the one you can delete the one you picked wrongly, but they are there. They just didn't give you that. They don't want you to do compliance scan because you're using free version. Compliance with security benchmarks. That's why you only have 3 tabs: settings, credential, and plugins. But on the job, when you have your employer pay for the license, you're going to see that one. So just all you need to do is just launch your scan. You can schedule it to run at a different time. Turn on the schedule. Choose when you want it to run. Maybe every day, once daily. The time you want it to scan. If you don't want to scan it immediately, otherwise turn on the schedule. General settings. That's the schedule. General is where you're going to see your target box. Just launch the scan. Launch. And you start scanning. And you see in your scan folder, it's going to be rolling here. And you can pause it, you can stop it, you can delete it, you can do all kind of things to it. So, and once it's ready, you're going to see it. It's going to look like this. Now, how you know your scan finished is you need to see some, even though you may not have vulnerability, you must see informational. See, informational should be there. That's how you know your scan completed. See, I happen to have some vulnerabilities here, but you may not have any. Because your computer may be so clean, no problem at all. But you must have some info. That's how you know your scan finished. And then you can put this one, export the report. Report can generate it by, uh, list of vulnerability by host. Generate a report. You can open it. Here is the report. The same thing you were seeing before. On the scanner It's what you are seeing right here. Okay, so now here's the scanner. Here's your report. Here's your scanner. Here's your report tab. Now, here's your scanner. Report, I want you to get the one for CSV. This is the HTML, web traffic, web one. This is CSV that looks like a spreadsheet. It has this column in the spreadsheet. Generate that one. That's what I'm going to ask you to generate. You can choose more columns if you want, but that's the one that looks like a spreadsheet. It's easier to work with, especially if you scan multiple computers. Um, that's the one I will ask you to done to okay, and then you can see it has the same thing. Host, synopsis, you know, all those things. And uh, and then you just do file, save as. You want to save it, save as. And then it's a CSV right now. It's a coded Excel. Browse where you want to save it. But this you want to save it in here. But you can give it a name, variable scan report, as of, and then save as type is CSV, change it to Excel. Okay. So what I would ask you to do is to put a filter on it, because let me get a full version of this. Uh, uh, report CSV. Um, okay. Wow. Well, no. Now, so I put a filter here. View, filter. So you can filter based on the highest risk you have. See, risk highest, the highest risk I have is medium. So I have this medium. If you don't have any vulnerability, that's fine. So I have the highest risk is medium. Yours might be high. Then you save file, leave the filter on, save as, browse you want to save it, browse, and save it at that location you want. Browse you want to save it. And then give it a name, probably scan report. As of whatever you want. Or just, and then CSV, change it to Excel. Because you're otherwise going to lose the filter that you have on there. So change to Excel. Excel is the first one. Excel workbook right there. And just save it. Okay. So see my filter is still on. Otherwise, it's going to remove the filter. If I did not save it as Excel, I will not see this filter anymore. It will clear. So let the filter be on. And then you send it to me as part of your own work for the week. So as you're going to scan your laptop like that. See, that's where I saved it. And see right there, my filter is on because I left it on. I use Excel. So that's what you want to do a